Here we have been asked to find the number of the 1 degree, 2 degree and a 3 degree amines which are possible with the molecular formula of C3H9N. So what we must understand is that in these types of questions, the first approach is to find out the DOU, or the degree of unsaturation. Now, in the organic compounds which have nitrogen atoms, the method to find the degree of unsaturation is as follows. Remove the nitrogen atom, add equal number of carbon and hydrogen atoms. So here we observe that the compound C3H9N is having one nitrogen atom. So I remove one nitrogen atom and I add one hydrogen atom and one carbon atom. So the compound that I get is C4H10. Hence the degree of unsaturation which I obtain is going to be obtained by inspecting this particular compound C4H10. Now C4H10 is an alkane. There is no scope for the presence of any ring. There is no carbon-carbon double bond. There is no element of unsaturation. So the degree of unsaturation is going to be 0. Thus we have understood that the degree of unsaturation for C3H9N is going to be 0. Now let us understand what are 1 degree, 2 degree and 3 degree amines. So what we understand is that a 1 degree amine is going to be an amine in which the amine group, or specifically the nitrogen atom, is bonded only to one carbon atom, which will be something like this. A 2 degree amine is an amine in which the nitrogen atom is bonded to one hydrogen atom and two carbon atoms, which is going to be something like this. And a tertiary or a 3 degree amine is going to be an amine in which the nitrogen atom is not bonded to any hydrogen atom, it is bonded only to three carbon atoms, which is going to be something like this. So with this I hope that the meaning of 1 degree amine, the meaning of 2 degree amine and the meaning of a 3 degree amine is clear. Now we have understood that C3H9N is having degree of unsaturation is equal to 0. So now we have to make all the possible molecular structures of amine having the formula C3H9N. So when I consider a 1 degree amine, I arrange the carbon atoms in a straight chain as we are able to see over here. And then when my amine group is bonded to the end of the carbon chain, I get one possible structure. And when my amine group is bonded to a middle of the carbon chain, I get another possible structure. So for a 1 degree amine, I get two possible structures. Now when it comes to 2 degree amine, I know that in 2 degree amine, the atom of nitrogen is bonded to only one hydrogen atom and two atoms of carbon. So the nitrogen atom basically is going to be a part of the chain of the carbon atoms. So here the nitrogen atom is bonded to a methyl group and is also bonded to an ethyl group and one hydrogen atom. So I get a 2 degree amine, and this is the only possible formula, or I would say this is the only possible molecular structure of a 2 degree amine. And when it comes to a 3 degree amine, I know that the nitrogen atom is not bonded to any hydrogen atom and the nitrogen atom is bonded to a 3 carbon atoms. So now I make a structure such that there are going to be 3 methyl groups bonded to the nitrogen atom, and this is the only possible molecular structure for a 3 degree amine. So for a molecular structure of a tertiary amine, I get only one structure. Hence, when I look at the available options, what I understand is that the number of the primary, secondary and the tertiary amines possible with molecular formula C3H9N is going to be 211, and the appropriate option is C.